Hello everyone, welcome to another Animation Friday, and today I thought it would be interesting to briefly discuss Charlie Brown Christmas. Now this one is probably the most famous of the holiday specials involving Charlie Brown. I think it's the most widely recognized, the one that people seem to watch over and over again during the holidays. But I still think it's pretty much on par with the Halloween as well as the Thanksgiving one, in that it does what the show has been good at doing, which is telling a nice, simple story and executing it in a way that's, I think, relatable to children as well as adults. Now, um, the interesting thing about this episode and its sort of relationship to Christmas is that as opposed to somebody not really liking Christmas or somebody getting involved in hijinks during the holiday season, this one is actually rather interesting because it focuses on Charlie Brown as a character who is depressed on this joyous time of year. Even in the beginning, when the opening song plays and the children are singing, you can tell that the voices don't sound pleasant at all. They sound very like downtrodden. And there isn't really a full explanation as to exactly why Charlie Brown is depressed or not feeling happy during this holiday season. But I think it's sort of hinted at that he's not appreciated. Because you'll see throughout the episode how everybody sort of scolds him and is actually really rude to him. I mean, it's really sad. You feel bad for him throughout the episode. Um, but basically, what we get as a sort of plot is that he ultimately um, decides to be the director of the school play, but then this meanders into him buying a Christmas tree and hijinks ensuing because ultimately what he picks is not really the nicest of Christmas trees and people complain at him. So that's kind of the um, vibes that the episode sort of gives off, and I think it's somewhat understandable why Charlie Brown would be depressed this time of year, and how he doesn't feel appreciated or really cared for by his peers. And you really do see this highlighted within the episode. Um, Even though I think Lucy at some point tries to sort of help him, which is really odd because in the beginning she's really like being supportive, even though she's kind of using him for money in the beginning. But she's sort of at the forefront and trying to order other people around, and then at the same time sort of goes back on to Charlie Brown and starts ordering him around too. But at the same time, she still gives him this director position role, which I think is probably uncommon on her part since usually she likes to be in charge. And Lucy's such a bossy snob. I can't stand her. But basically, that's what she does, and that's sort of what leads to this sort of meandering to get for Charlie Brown to ultimately go from being a director to somebody going and getting a Christmas tree and being sort of rejected from the group from the fact that he chose not the nicest Christmas tree. And I think it's a very interesting message because it's sending a message of appreciation, and giving people credit, giving people thanks, and really showing that they care about the person. So I think that's really at the heart of the episode. And I think that's probably what a lot of people got behind the episode with, especially when there's just so many people being mean to him. And it might be too that, during the holiday season when things are hectic, maybe people are not as approachable as maybe they are during the regular time of year. So I think that's probably another thing that I think the uh, that that people can draw from when it comes to the episode and how it sort of relates to them. Um, it's not again complex. Again, this is not Shakespeare or Kubrick. This is just simple, straightforward, nice, uh, nice Christmas special. Its animation is pretty much standard in that it's pretty much the same as, I would say, on par with the Thanksgiving special. Um, I would, even though I think the Halloween special doesn't have the best animation, I'd say that the animation is fairly evened out, I think, ever since the um, Thanksgiving episode, because I think those two, the Christmas one and the um, Thanksgiving one, stood out to me as being a little bit more um, cleaner executed in regards to animation, but you can still see the flaws and and sometimes the fingers that they get, sometimes they're not the same amount as they were before, and it's fun though to see it though drawn this way, because I think that's really how a child would probably view it. So again, it really works in that sense as being a children's uh, cartoon, and in particular focusing on something that I think probably does appeal to children. There is this one point though too as well where Charlie Brown tries to throw in some anti-consumerism, which you will see in the episode, and um, which actually leads to probably one of the more funny lines within the episode. But I think even though that's really not the true message of the special, it seems to present itself there. And I find it funny that, it kind of uh, addresses it from the level of being very serious and taking children sort of seriously, and how they have this really big vocabulary of and basically knowing what consumerism is, and and all that. I just think it's a great way to showcase, I think, children's intelligence, and I think that's something that Charlie Brown, as a show, did really well. So you see that kind of showcased and sugar-coated in there. So it's definitely, I think, one of the better episodes. Um, I think it is on par with the other specials though, because I think the other specials did offer something that was, I think, on the same level as the Christmas one. Actually, I don't think that the Christmas one in particular stands out as to being the best, at least in my opinion. I think that they seem to maintain that standard level of Charlie Brown. I think the music in parts of this sort of stands out because, again, we don't really have a lot of unique music within the other specials, because you'll hear O Tannenbaum, you'll hear that song, uh, as well as Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and you'll also hear uh, the Charlie Brown song that we hear in probably every episode, and there's also the I actually think it's, yeah, it is O Tannenbaum, but they do like this other kind of version to it that is the Charlie Brown version. So I guess I could say in that sense the Christmas special stands out for its music. But as far as everything else goes, I think it's fairly standard Charlie Brown. It's good Charlie Brown, but again, it's I think pretty much on par with the other episodes. It has all of the similar things that we've seen in Charlie Brown, because again, he has been insulted over the course of the episodes, but it's nice to see him sort of being kind of redeemed in this one. So I guess you could say that's kind of unique to this episode. But again, I think as far as overall product is concerned, this one is probably still on par um, with the other holiday episodes. But I think that's really ultimately all I can say. If there are any questions, comments, concerns, I'd be more than happy to answer them. A couple of announcements that I wanted to make, just in case you are unaware. This will be the last week where I'll be posting videos onto That Guy with the Glasses. He is shutting down his website and putting up a new one, and I don't know how the new one works at all. I'm completely confused as to how I would even post anything on that website, so I'm probably just going to stick to YouTube. So if you would like to watch more of my content, it'll be on YouTube, available for your viewing pleasure. But beyond that, I'm not going to probably be posting I'm not going to be posting videos onto any other place but YouTube, because the website is just too weird. I don't know. It's like there's like you could get inside and it's like WordPress, and I'm confused. I don't know how to do that with videos, and it doesn't really provide. It doesn't even seem like you're allowed to even post content on there. Yeah, I'm just going to stick to YouTube from now on after this week. So Sunday's episode will be uploaded on That Guy with the Glasses, but then after that, it'll all be YouTube from now on. If you would like a holiday card, feel free to let me know, and I'd be more than happy to send you one. And they can be with any of the thumbnails that I've been using, or it can be anything that you want. If you sort of want a Christmas card from me for this holiday season, definitely just let me know, and I'd be more than happy to send you one. And lastly, you might be wondering, why is this video uploaded early? It's Thursday, unless you're watching from probably another country where it's probably already Friday. The reason why I'm uploading Friday's video is because Friday and Saturday I'm not going to have time to upload videos, so I'm going to actually be doing Saturday's video too on top of today, so that you will all have your videos and they'll all be there for your viewing pleasure, so you don't have to worry about, did she go away? What happened to her? You won't have to worry about that because that's all taken care of. But I think that's really all I can say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a pleasant day, week, month, and year. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.